morning, everyone.
Happy Friday. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's get started. For this week's Retired Teacher segment, we're highlighting the woman who helped broadcast from the very beginning. Let's hear Miss Eicholzer. Off to you, Andrew.
Hi, my name's Andrew Blakely, and I'm here with
Miss Eicholzer, Miss E. They call me Miss E because Eicholzer's a really hard name.
What subject do you teach here at Colonie?
Technology.
How long have you been teaching here at Colonie?
27 years. So when I retire in July, it'll be 27 years.
And it's also like a fun fact that you had my dad. Is that correct?
Yes, I had your dad, and that would have been 99 to 2000 or 2000 to 2001, and your dad was one of my favorite students. I'm not just saying that because he's your dad. He was really great.
What was your favorite moment here at Colonie?
I would say in the classroom, one of my favorite moments was when I was teaching computer graphics, and this would have been in the mid 2000s. And I had a small business on the side that I had besides teaching, and I worked for all these wonderful, famous musicians, and on the side as a virtual assistant, like a from afar secretary. Yeah. All right, so one of the rock bands I worked for was called Mountain, and they employed my students to design one of their CD covers. And they worked together with the students, exchanging emails and all that back and forth, like what artwork they like, what font they like, and what colors and everything. And that was such a thrill because the students' names were, they were on the credits. And so I'd say that would be the classroom. Outside of the classroom, I was really fortunate to be part of I think one of the few musicals that they did where they allowed teachers to be in the musical. It was High School Musical, and I played the role of Miss Darbus, which was a perfect role for me because sometimes I could be a little over the top with her, like she was a little overblown sometimes, over animated. So that was so much fun. I really loved working with the students, working with them instead of being their teacher.
What is one message you want to leave your students before you retire? I'm
going to leave them with this: positive or neutral. In life, you can dislike somebody or dislike a thing or dislike the way a place is or the way someone acts. But if you're always positive or neutral, you don't have to always like somebody. You can just be neutral. So I would say in your interactions with when you go out and get future jobs, especially when you're young and you're just starting to work as a teenager, you're going to work with some people that you don't like. Let's face it. Just be positive or neutral. If you really like them, be positive because your positivity will help them have a better day and you'll have a better day. And if you don't like them, just be neutral.
Thank you very much. Back to you guys.
Next Friday on April 24th, Colonie's GSA will be holding a day of no silence.
It promotes unity among LGBTQ+ students and allies, advocating for safer, more inclusive school communities.
GSA is hosting Day of No Silence on April 24th to highlight the importance of LGBTQ people and allies within our community. People under the LGBTQ umbrella are sometimes ignored, silenced, bullied, and can struggle to find a community. Here at Colonie, the Wolfpack invites and welcomes all students to show up exactly as they are. During your lunch periods on Friday the 24th, there will be a mic and camera set up at the four corners for each of you to share what acceptance means to you within the Wolfpack community. There will also be pride pins available throughout the day for staff and students to show support that day and every day.
And now for our weekly sports update with Nicole and Kaylee.
Good morning, Wolfpack. Here's what's happening in Colonie athletics. We have a great week of varsity sports to recap, so let's get into it. Varsity softball has been on a roll. The girls opened league play with a shutout win over Burnt Hills 5-0, then they knocked off Ichabod Crane 5-1.
Varsity baseball is off to a perfect 5-0 start to the season. They beat Burnt Hills 4-2, topped Columbia 4-1, and then they came back to defeat Rome Free Academy 5-4 in extra innings. They beat Shen twice this week, 4-1 and then 13-2. The boys have a big week ahead, starting off next Monday playing CBA at home at 4:15.
Varsity flag football is also undefeated this season. They rolled past Boston Spot 39-0 and then grinded out a tough defensive 7-0 win over Shenandoah. The Wolfpack take on Burnt Hills on the turf today. Come out and cheer them on.
Both varsity track teams had a strong opening weekend at the CBA LaSalle Relays. The boys won the team title with individual victories as well, and the girls also had an outstanding day. Next up, both teams compete against Columbia on Wednesday.
Boys varsity tennis picked up their first win of the season, defeating Troy. Their next match is today at Burnt Hills.
Boys varsity lacrosse is home this Tuesday against CVA at 4:30. Girls varsity lacrosse is traveling out to face Bedford in Massachusetts today. Good luck to the team.
That's your weekly sports recap brought to you by Nicole and
Kaylee.
Great job, Wolfpack, and enjoy the warm weather.
It's time for On the Prowl, where we hit the halls to ask Colonie students, staff, and teachers fun and interesting questions. So Shanique and Lizzie, what are you guys doing on the Prowl for this week?
Hey Colonie, it's Shanique.
And Lizzie.
And we're back on the Pro to find out.
What's one fact about you?
Let's go.
I could grill, I could cook, I could make a whole bunch of different foods. I'm really the grill master.
I can do this with my thumb.
I'm double jointed in my shoulders. When I was 7, I learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube in under 30 seconds.
I'm left-handed.
My favorite color is orange.
I'm a music producer.
And I'm a singer.
I'm double jointed.
I hold my middle school's record for a pottery citation.
I love my mom.
I have a tree nut allergy.
Hello, I'm Izzy.
I'm Eliana.
And my fun fact that not a lot of people know about me is my real name is Isabel.
My fun fact is that I'm really good at golf.
My name's Amelia and I have 2 different colored eyes.
My name is Kai, and I love to paint.
I performed at the main stage at Proctor's.
I love Jurassic Park.
I'm an only child. I am a firefighter for Shaker Road.
If you like what you're seeing, follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. If you want to highlight your club or sport in a broadcast club video, please email Mr. Stranahan or Elizabeth Tran.
And have an amazing weekend, Wolfpack.